Guys, welcome to the Track Record. I'm Paul. I'm here in Madison, Alabama with Luke Alverson from James Clemens High School. He's a junior for the James Clemens Jets. He's run 156 in the 800, 417 in the mile, 922 in the 2 mile. Coming off a 4th place finish at the cross country championships. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm ready. Let's do this. So let's start. Let's talk about cross country. 4th place. Going into the state championships, I talked to Coach Bell a little bit, and he was like, don't sleep on James Clemens, right? So,
Yeah.
What was the mindset going in as a team, and then you as an individual?
Yeah, so we were pretty confident in ourselves going into the race. You know, we knew we had good training in, and we felt pretty good going in. We had a good meet prep the day before.
Yeah.
And, you know, our team felt pretty confident. You know, I had some goals, and our team had some goals. Our team definitely wanted to win it. You know, we didn't win.
Yeah.
But we came pretty close, and I got 4th individually. I was aiming for top 3, but you know, it was a good finish, best finish I've had, and best finish our team has had in our school's history.
Were you guys satisfied, or kind of did you leave, frustrated, or what was the feeling, knowing you hadn't quite gotten your goals, but also that's the best finish, right, as a team?
Yeah,
right? And that's the highest James Clemens finish individually as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were happy with our finish, but we also wanted more. So
sure,
we definitely have some goals for this track season.
Yeah. Well, do you want to share kind of some of those goals that you have following that cross country season? Yeah.
So for our team, on our 4x8, we really want to break that sub 750 barrier. You know, last season, I'm pretty sure we were 750 flat, maybe 751.
Yeah.
And we got 3rd at state, and this year we're hoping to maybe get 1st.
Yeah, for sure. Who's on that 4x8? It's you,
Cole, Dylan, and John Luke.
Okay, gotcha. What's that? To me, that's pretty special because I think you guys have run from 7th grade up together. They're older. They're older.
Yeah, they're all 1 grade older.
Yeah. So what's it like having that group of guys that you've been teammates with for 4 years now?
You know, it's been really great. You know, to have that good group of guys that's really close, and we all kind of grew up on the team together and progressed as a team. Yeah. And we run together all the time. So it's a really close team, and it's just good to have a team like that.
For sure. Well, so what got you particularly started running back in 7th grade?
Yeah, so I actually began my running career a little bit earlier than that. You know, my dad had kind of been a little bit of a runner, and he would take me on runs as I was a kid. Yeah. And in elementary school, there was a running club that met every Wednesday. That's cool. And I joined that, and that's where I actually met my eventual teammates Dylan and Ronan. Yeah. And then we kind of ran on that team, and then we all joined James Clemens, and then in 7th grade, and that's kind of where it started picking up.
Oh, that's cool. When did you kind of know that running was going to be your thing?
I kind of knew it for a little bit. In 7th grade when I joined the team, and I had that good team experience. I was still doing soccer at that point, but I kind of realized that cross country was going to be my thing. I really liked the team and just running in general. Yeah.
Well, you're coached by, for those who don't know, Drew Bell, probably one of the most unique characters in the Alabama cross-country scene. Can you describe what it's like running for a guy like Coach Bell?
It's kind of indescribable. He's a really interesting guy. Yeah. He's a great guy. He really cares for our team. He's really motivated. He loves running. He's a great guy. He's a good coach. Yeah. But he's got some stories. He's definitely he's very interesting.
Right.
You just have to meet him. I don't know. Some of these stories you've told are kind of crazy. I don't know how believable some of them may be.
Right. I say this about Coach Bell a lot if I'm talking to somebody, but I don't know how good X's and O's he is, right? Like in a coaching, running knowledge. But what I've seen from him is how he cares for his athletes, right? I remember watching him talk to a kid who got dead last in a track heat, maybe in the mile 2 years ago, and he's talking to that kid, right? And he cares for even the slowest kid, which to me, and that's the outsider looking in. So to me, that's really good. So he's a big part of, I think, of the success that you guys have there. But it's also the group of guys that you have worked together with to continue your success. You guys race a lot.
We do.
You do. I think you're allowed 10 regular season meets a year. You guys run 9 to 10 for sure every single year. You've competed in 132 races since you've been at James Clemens. How does your body hold up?
You know, I was shocked when I heard that number. 132 races. That is a lot of races.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Coach Bell likes to put us in a lot of races every season, like nearly the max.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess I've just been used to it. You know, I've been doing it since 7th grade. I've been racing like nearly every Saturday of the season. And I guess, you know, just getting good recovery and making sure I'm rested and good for the races is kind of.
What do you feel like you're best at on, you mentioned recovery, so kind of the little things. What do you think you're best at on the little things, and maybe what do you think you're also not as good at on the little things?
So I think I kind of try to manage everything I can. I'm really big on the little things, like I make sure I get enough water, and I drink beetroot juice before races.
Okay.
I make sure I have like a routine I do before every race, and I'm pretty meticulous about that. You get a lot of sleep. I guess for the little things, maybe.
If you don't have anything that you feel like you're bad, it's good.
I might come up with something later.
Sure. Okay. Perfect. Now, was drinking water, sleep, beetroot, was that something you developed, or did you kind of always have that attention to detail kind of thing?
I guess it's kind of developed as I've become more serious and more into it. Like 7th grade, you know, I didn't know about all these things like drinking water, and over the years I've like added on things to my routine, and I've become like had more and more things that I do regularly.
Yeah. We mentioned at the start you're a junior, right? So one more year of competitive high school. What are some colleges you're looking at to run next year?
Yeah, so I like to keep my options open. You know, I talked to a couple schools. I've visited Alabama and Colorado, and I've also talked to other schools like Vanderbilt and UCLA. But you know, I want to go to a good academic school. That's really what I kind of want to do.
Do you know what you want to major in?
Something engineering, maybe like environmental engineering or mechanical engineering.
Okay. Is that something your dad did, or your parents did at all? Or
yeah, my mom did civil engineering. Okay. But my dad, he did communications.
Gotcha. Okay. Now he has a preference, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. All right, let's go back to your teammates. We're going to do team superlatives. Most likely to blank. All right. You don't know any of these most likely, so we'll just go with them. And it's any of your guy teammates. Which of your James Clemens teammates is most likely to win the lottery?
Win the lottery? I have to say Cole.
Okay. Do you know what he would spend his lottery winnings on?
Probably Fortnite.
Okay. All right. Is he any good at Fortnite?
Yeah, he's really good. He plays a little too much.
Okay. Who's most likely to challenge Coach Bell in Pac-Man? And to preface this, Coach Bell claims he's one of the best Pac-Man players in the world. Big obsession. So who's most likely to challenge Coach Bell in a game of Pac-Man?
You know, I mean, Coach Bell is really into Pac-Man. You know, he says he's one of the best. So somebody that they would maybe challenge him. I guess Michael Klass, he's on my team.
Okay.
I feel like he would try and challenge Coach Bell on that.
Okay. Would he be any bit successful?
Probably not.
Okay. Who's most likely to become an Instagram influencer?
Probably Dylan Dreyer. I feel like he would try and do that.
Seems like a good personality for that. Who's most likely to take over for Coach Bell and be a player coach if Coach Bell suddenly got sick and couldn't make a track meet?
I would definitely say Cole again. He likes to be a leader on the team.
Would he make wise decisions?
Yeah, I think he would. I think he cares for our team.
He's not going to put a distance runner in a shot put event.
He might do that for fun.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Who's most likely to get lost on the run?
Lost on the run. You know, we've actually had some people be lost over the years. Ronan Barnes, he actually got lost on a run a couple years ago.
That's tough. What's the best place to run around here?
Well, we run a lot at Palmer Park, so I'm kind of a little tired of that. But
sure.
There's a trail. It's Rails to Trails out. I'm not entirely sure.
Elkmont area?
Elkmont. It goes out to Tennessee. It's a really nice place to run. It's pretty flat.
Are you tired of Oak Park challenges where you run up the mountain?
Yeah, we do that like once a week during the cross country season. It can get a little repetitive, but
sure.
it's still fun to run on.
Yeah. Now you guys are in the summer big morning practices, right? Are you a morning or a nighttime runner?
Definitely, I like to run at the night better. You know,
Okay.
especially races at night. It just feels so much better.
You had a 10 p.m. tempo on your Strava the other day.
You saw.
I did, yeah, of course, yeah. So definitely a nighttime person.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite workouts. That 10 p.m. one.
Oh yeah, it's something. There's something about it.
Yeah.
What are some goals that you have? You mentioned your 4x8, but what are some personal goals you have for yourself for this year, and then looking past that into your senior year?
Yeah, for this year, like in the 1600 for out till at the end of indoor, I'm really hoping to get low 410s, possibly break that sub 410 barrier in the 1600, and then in the 3200, I was hoping to shoot for around 905 and maybe sub 9 if that's possible.
Yeah.
Be a big goal,
where do you think those marks would take place? Are there any maybe moments you're highlighting in your mind? Any certain races?
Yeah, so definitely Mountain Brook. That's a really big race for the 3200 especially.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of good competition, and maybe I could meet some of my goals there.
Yeah.
And also the Mobile Challenge. That's where I set my mile PR last year.
Okay.
It was a really fast race, and
Yeah.
I felt pretty good there. So.
Who is someone that kind of brings out the best when you meet them on the track? Like maybe you see so and so's coming to tomorrow. Like it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, so I probably have to say Eric Moore. We're kind of like a crosstown.
Yeah.
And I see him at a lot of races, and right then, like I know it could be a fast race.
Sure. Yeah. Do you guys talk, or is it kind of this unspoken rivalry?
Yeah, before the races we don't talk as much, but after the race we'll kind of congratulate each other. Talk a little bit about the race.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So last question. We could talk forever, but who next on the track record? One of your James Clemens teammates, and then somebody in the Alabama high school scene.
So I'd like to put Cole on here.
Okay.
And I don't know who all hasn't been on the track record yet.
You say them, and then I'll tell you yes or no.
Has John Shoemaker been?
No, John Shoemaker has been mentioned before. So John Shoemaker from Oak Mountain. We gotta find a way to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, guys. Like I said at the beginning, this is Luke Alverson, James Clemens High School. Hope you watched the whole thing. Let us know. The goal of this is to tell the stories of high school athletes from the state of Alabama, past and present, and we'd love to hear their stories. Thanks, guys.